So I'm just trying to figure out, given the realities that we're dealing with and the moment of time we're in, are all of you going to vote for a continuing resolution?
I thank the ranking member for asking the question. With all of us support a continuing resolution, let me say that I don't know of any Republican in our conference that supports continuing the policies and spending levels of the Pelosi leadership from last year. That's what a continuing resolution is. You're resolved to continue existing policies and spendings. We do support a funding resolution that temporarily funds the government while we work through the differences that the ranking member rightfully pointed out, at a greatly reduced spending level, and including in significantly changed policy in that we attach major border security legislation to the funding resolution. So your question was posed as yes or no,
yeah.
but the answer is that I certainly oppose a continuing resolution. However, we do have an alternative, and many Republicans support that alternative. This is a good example right now of a variance from within the Republican conference, but we are working through those differences.
Where is your continuing resolution that you would, where is the draft?
There's no continuance.
Well, we call it a CR, you can call it whatever you want, but to keep, so the government doesn't shut down, where is your
Well, I'm just
bill?
using English language
Yeah,
appropriately,
no, I'm from
Mr. Ranking
Massachusetts.
Member,
We're a little bit-
respectfully.
Mr. Chair.
Yeah, I'm going to let everybody speak. I'm just trying to get it. So where is your bill to prevent the government from shutting down? I just wanted to see what it is.
We're working
So we'll see
through
it.
that as a conference
Okay, so we will see
to the
that
best of our ability to arrive at 218 votes from within our conference
Okay.
to fund the government, a funding resolution at significantly reduced spending with incredibly significant border security attached, and send that to the Senate.
Right.
This
And-
work,
and then we'll go to this-
appropriations bill
and-
work, if I may
Yeah.
conclude my statement, the appropriations bill work must move forward and ancillary to our negotiations within our conference to support, to find a consensus for a funding resolution that significantly reduces spending and takes care of border security. And I yield.
Yeah, and I would just say that we all believe that these bills should go separately in a perfect world. That's not where we are right now. So this bill to prevent the government from shutting down, which nobody has seen yet, that you're going to work out in the next few days, which I assume if it's reflective of what's in these appropriations bills, will probably not fly amongst, forget Senate Democrats, even Senate Republicans. There'll be another bill here. I just want to make sure that whatever comes back gets scheduled, and then we have an opportunity to vote on it. So Mr. Gates is no on a stopgap measure to keep the government running. I'll put you down as a maybe, depending on whatever it is. Yeah, Brian.
Yeah, Mr. McGovern, I'm not going to vote for a continuing resolution. We got to break the fever. We got to kick the habit. The reality we face is a $33 trillion debt that both parties have contributed to, that neither party has developed a process to constrain since the mid-90s. But I would point to the fact that in the mid-90s, when we had divided government, when we had a President Clinton and Speaker Gingrich, we were able to go through this process. And I would observe that even if we had to endure a small shutdown, a week, that the work that we could do to get these individual bills out and negotiated in divided government would be worth it. And I don't favor of shutdown. I want to move as fast as possible. We may even have bipartisan agreement to move faster than we have in the past. There's no question that you're right, that there is no one that we can blame the lack of the production of these bills on but ourselves. And I own that as a Republican, but as I think Mr. Cole correctly observed, we've been following a bipartisan tradition. And I think that this system, that this rule that the committee, I hope passes, and I hope the House passes, gets us back on a track where we negotiate these things in the way that Mr. Burgess reflected on, not negotiating what feature of a continuing resolution is or is not going to be part of that calculus.
And I